painted.
Okay, I thought what we might do is polish up this tire cover for the deck lid. I've sanded it up to 2000 wet. Now we're going to polish it quickly, and then we're going to polish it with a finer polish, and then we're going to put it together, and then we're going to maybe see how it looks on the car, depending on how the rest of this goes. Okay, well, so much for that. Well, I'm a bit disappointed, but I guess it's not the end of the world to have to respray this. What happened was I only painted this piece to test the color and the gun, and it turned out a little better than I expected it to. But I hadn't really, I had fully intended to repaint it once the car was done. So I thought today that it would be worth a shot to just try and polish my test paint job. And so I tried, but what had actually happened is I had sanded this in 600 to get ready to redo it. And then when I was done sanding it in 600, I thought, oh, well, it almost looks good enough to polish. So sand it in 2000 and polish it. So I did, but you can see here, when I sanded it in 600, I must have taken a little more material off there than I wanted, and then when I was polishing it, it took the rest of it off and burned through. So this piece has to get hung up and resprayed. So that's a small delay. But in the overall scheme of things, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to just hit it all with 1000 grit right now and hang it up and spray it tonight before I go inside. And then we'll carry on assembling this, and we'll try and get it on the car, maybe even in the next day or two instead of today. Bummer. Alright, getting ready to retouch the deck lid cover. And I realized that I had never actually painted the cowl vent for the Fury, so I'm going to do that at the same time here. Alright, and there's the heavy coat of epoxy primer on these headlight doors. Next we'll be mixing up some silver lacquer, like the lower pan, so that they have the kind of the right level of gloss that they would have had. At least we'll get it in the neighborhood. And then, since lacquer dries so quickly, we'll be able to put them on soon. I don't think I could even get my truck out of this yard. Look at the Chrysler, it snowed right over there. So, anyway, let's go inside and work on something.
Be productive.
No.
Oh.
I don't know, we're gonna have to put that on the dryer.
Oh,
shit. The worst. And mountain of trim. Man, I was gonna say it's getting smaller, but it really doesn't seem like it. We've put a few on.
just
There's
doesn't
still
seem to make a
quite no. Stop! Don't say make a dent.
Oh.
And we're back. Time to put one more piece on the car. This seems like it's taking a while. It's because it is. It's a very slow process. We've got these guys to go in here. Now, of course, everything is giving us a bit of a fight. So I'm going to start by hanging it here and here, and then we're going to try to do that one, and then we're going to have to these are 1032s. Okay, that's installed now, and the part we've all been waiting for is the aluminum trim rings that go on there. I had a 1960 Plymouth many years ago, and it ended up getting parted out, but I saved these, thinking maybe one day I would have a decent one, and then I could put some nice trim rings on it. So I saved these for many years. And they're, I think 2 of them are actually pretty good. 2 of them are fair at best. So, and then, I mean, I don't even know what to say here. People have been so kind as to donate a collection of the best ones I've ever seen. And so, I guess these ones that I saved for 20 years, to hell with those. Let's pick through the ones that are already clean. So, in the interest of fairness, we're going to take them all out of the bags, and we're just going to mix them up, and we're going to pick 4 of the best ones and put them on, because I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, they're just, again, this car is not really worthy of parts that are this good, but I guess there's not much we can do except put them on. Best side out, I'd say, right there. Just getting it through there. Okay. It was a bit of a job. Just getting there. Okay, on to the other side then. Well, that's looking really nice, and now we can go on to getting the eyebrow trim on this side. Yeah, thank you again, everybody who donated headlight rings. I think we have some of each of the sets here. They look new. Well, a lot of it's starting to look pretty new, so that's fun. This week I'd like to try to get the rest of this front fender trim on, and maybe work our way down this side of the car. Probably just do the driver's side of the car first, because I might have to move it over to get at the passenger side. So I'm just going to carry on. Really enjoying this process now. Good girl. I'm just gonna fix it. Then when we do it in fast motion, it'll look cool.
You're just fixing it? Is that what you're doing?
I'm just gonna fix that shit up. Where's my hammer? So when we cut the brace out of it, it all kind of gets a little fucked up. It all gets a little bit damaged, and then so you got to go back, kind of
clean it up,
kind of tidy it up. Ditto. Pretty good here. Came apart pretty clean except for right there and this.
So you're just gonna clean up the edge.
Just gonna fix the edge up. Holy stuff. After making all that stuff out of 18 gauge, you gotta be careful. missed a weld there. Look at the catastrophic fuckery that ensued there. There's a little dent. Horse pliers, favorite pliers. Stretch. Okay, let's see if that thing will go in. The tappy. It's a great candidate for grinding. No, we gotta grind some of this edge off.
Jesus.
See if this is close. Yeah, it seems good, eh? This has to be kind of squeezed in there, but she still makes it. Doo-doo.
Oh, were you gonna seal this though? Thought you were gonna seal
Oh yeah,
this
this is just testing.
and then glue it, right?
Yeah, I'm just testing.
Okay, I see.
We don't even know if it fits. This is the first time.
You're just throwing it at it right now.
I'm just throwing it in there.
Yeah, I see.
Light toss, first light toss.
I got it.
Max it all the way, and it'll be okay.
I want to leave that in and then just
Yeah,
put it
right.
like that.
Yeah, well.
Well, where do you need to weld it actually?
What?
Where
This?
does, yeah, where does it weld down here?
It doesn't. This
doesn't?
all just presses on here. Otherwise there'd be dimples all over.
Yeah.
So it just pushes on there.
Oh, so it is like a preload thing almost.
Kind of, yeah.
Huh.
And there's a bit of a strength line in here.
Yeah.
But this is all very don't touch, you know.
Yeah. Eggshell.
It's, yeah. Well, first we're gonna fix all the and paint it underneath, right? At least now we know it'll work. But I just got into it and glued it up. So there we have the panel glued back in on the original seam. The glue just kind of filling the weld holes. So this will still all get sanded and a little bit of body work done to make it look nice. But now it's not only fastened, but it's sealed. So it should be better than ever. Because these are notoriously rust prone. So painted underneath it first, painted the back side of this, painted underneath there, glued that in. I don't think it can ever go anywhere. And now I'm just going to put a couple more clamps. Then we're going to put this in to pre-tension this so that it glues or dries exactly the way we want it.
There we go.
Okay. And just put those on so we don't lose. There's the installed trunk brace. Yeah, absolutely permanent. Everything lines up. And now we can get to doing the body work on the outside, knowing that this edge here is now permanently repaired. All right. We're still assembling the front of the DS here. It's going along reasonably well. That's the license plate panel there. Everything is just kind of one finger tight right now. The horns reassembled, ready to go on. Those mount up on this cross member here behind the piece. Oops. Yeah, they mount in there. So I need to go to Richard's get some fasteners tomorrow because I didn't actually disassemble the front of the car. I think he has plenty of fasteners. Brake ducts clean and installed. Still a lot of assembly. This is all just sitting here. But, you know, starting to see it come together. There's a set of air horns here that need to be reconditioned as well. So we'll be getting that together here presently, because this is the time to finish that and put it in. What did you get talked into here, boss?
Oh, a little, how you say shit work?
A little bit of the old, hey?
Yeah, same old.
This is the radiator shroud for the DS. This goes up against the radiator. The spare wheel sits in here, and this is the intake from the front of the car. There's no conventional grill per se, so that draws air up through here to the radiator. So yeah, not really a visible part, but nevertheless, it's just I think it's just galvanized, so probably
Yeah,
we'll just
like
get a light cleaning, and then we'll give this a bit of a clean and tidy, and possibly detail it up a bit. It is kind of a funny looking tent thing, but that's how they are, and it's actually in really good shape. So we're just going to clean it up, and then this can be ready to put back in the car. All of this stuff ties the front of the car together, so I want it all back in. All right, have fun, buddy.
Structural. Oh, yeah.
Right, every piece of tin, even it's a structural tent.
Gotta make sure it's tight, otherwise the car.
The tent is tidy
Yeah, oh, it'll look
on this
good.
one. The tent's not so tidy on mine. My
Little
wagon.
tattered.
This tattered tent troubles.
Seen a couple of miles, maybe.
We'll spare the agony and skip to the after here.
Oh, yeah.
There's the cleaned up radiator shroud, and came back to life really rather nicely without having to be perfectly new. Probably could use a little something there. Zipper seems a little stubborn, but she'll go. Yeah, it turns out that is gray, not black. I thought it was black. So That's cool. It's all cleaned up inside. And now that can go back on the car. That mounts in here. The air comes in and it goes up and the tent fastens here. And in our case, we're going to fit the AC condenser in front of there. So there might be some slight modifications to this, but I'm hoping not too much. Next week, I will be walking the car out and getting ready to start putting some paint on the insides of the panels and the body structure itself, which is stays black regardless of what color the cars were finished. So it makes it a little easier that I don't have to do all this blue and the jams that are all just black. Thought it would be fun to fire up the 50 Plymouth. Let's see if she'll go. We have to back it back over there, and you know, it's a nice cold start kind of day. Let's do it. Who's got some stuff?
What
I guess we need a battery.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Here goes. Okay, and we're done.
This thing's so quiet.
That is so rich. Okay, I'm gonna go kick the choke off and see if we can smooth it out. That's not bad. Now it should idle like that for a few minutes, and it'll kick down 2 more times to where it's about 300 RPM. I don't know if we want to run it that long. Might as well.
Does this one have coolant in it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
this
This one.
Other than the sound of the really unhappy voltage regulator. How's the old voltage regulator?
Oh, that regular there. He's fucking doing all right.
Come on. There it goes. I think it'll go down even one more. This car is one of the slow idle champions of our cars. Especially with the Subaru. What a coward.
Oh, I already have my bumper ripped off once. Actually, it was 100% your fault.
Okay, start. Oops. Does this thing have any gears? I assume she's just a roller. Right, every gear's pretty much the same on this puppy. This is beautiful. Good. Are we moving?
Not really. Here, let's just go get my car. Save everybody's backs.
All right, winter beater to the rescue. Sad old one-leg Dodge can't make the cut today. You really think we're gonna push it, eh? We got a big hump here. Well, we can try it.
Okay, oh, tire fell down.
Well, this is gravy now.
Back up a bit. Okay.
Okay, come on. Yeah. That's good there too. Fine there. I don't see any damage.
Good there? Or do you want to go back more?
I was gonna go back, but then something went popped and I thought we don't have to. Subaru saving the day again, eh?
Yeah.
Smug Subaru wagon guy. Yeah. Pushing derelict Dodge.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, well, you're making the place look untidy.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go put it in the shame.
Put it in the shame parking, yeah.
Shame stall.
In the back. You're still closer than Dean. Got the old sport deck resprayed, re-splashied. Looks nice. Got a little orange peel, a couple little speckies. So just gonna give her the usual quick 1500, take the knobs off it, and very quickly polish that. And then I've got some, what do you call it? Edge guard stuff. Obviously, the original is long gone, so we're gonna have to put, but it was originally a plastic edge stuck on there, so if I had to buy plastic stick-on edge guard for any part of this car, this would be the only part. Nevertheless, that we will try. We obviously have our beautiful new lid to go on, and all we have to do is detail the little thingy in here and repaint the mount. This is the mount. And you don't see any of it, but you know, we might as well seal it up. I resprayed the headlight thingies, the pieces that go on the grill. Very happy with those. We'll have a look at those, I hope, very soon. Possibly even today. Obviously not getting as much help as we might usually, but that's okay too. Just on a soft foam, well, semi-rigid block here. Quick 1500. on the block to knock the orange peel down. Obviously this time we're going to stay far away from the edges. I burned through it last time, but I was intending to paint it anyway, and didn't really matter. I think it looks better this time anyway. So very quickly, just going around while the sandpaper is nice and sharp and cutting the orange peel and the specks off. I'll go back around it and be more thorough. But this way, while the paper is still sharp, you can take care of most of the stuff, being very careful. You know, it's very easy to make a very average job like this look quite good. It was a big change for me when I realized that if the prep work was good enough and the paint was even, that it didn't really matter. I mean, you can polish the little specks out, and again, is it as good as a perfect paint job? Well, no, but you can get it so close that if anybody notices, then they're judging it in a show, and that's fine, but that's why I don't build those kind of cars. I only can build the cars that I can build at home in my garage. So, and be happy with that. You can still make them pretty decent. That's kind of the point of this, is you can make something pretty decent out of some pretty awful shit at home in your garage. If you're stubborn enough. Up to 1500, and then cleaned, and then any touch-ups done, and cleaned again, and now I'm going to polish. Obviously we're not worried about this, so I'm going to just polish what we sanded, and that should be good enough. Okay, now let's put this guy together. And let's land her. Sweet, hey, look at that. Oh, that's really something.
Beauty.
Yeah, looking going to be okay when we tighten that up? Yes. Well, it's brand new, so there's nothing we can...
No,
nothing
it's gonna
we
fit.
can do. Look at it, all flops around, right? So we got to screw it onto the car and see how she goes.
All right,
do
that's
it.
the next step.
Big day, been waiting to park this baby, eh?
Oh yeah.
Land the old flying saucer on the back here.
The long awaited.
Oh yeah, the trunk just got a lot heavier. That's nice. Hey,
Definitely needed that.
the trim on there. If we tighten that down, we should be.
That 10:30. No? Okay, I got all that funny.
Thought we'd pop by Ashley's house while the traffic was manageable. Oh, look at that. You guys might remember the Datsun we did last year. Some videos on this car. So he's got it ready to go on the road again. Yeah, this is a really fun little car. We're at Agent 842's secret lair here, and we're going to have a look. We thought we'd do live Boogie van update from the actual garage was getting put together. So we can see all the pieces we made over the last year going on the car.
Say it again.
This one we modified.
You get to see them all again.
Yeah, right. Oh, you didn't have to use very much, right? And this was the one we made there. Oh, wow. Look at that. Nice job, buddy. That looks killer. Right?
And then I get into it, and you're like, okay, well, that's garbage too. So this is all.
Oh, yeah. But good, though.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. That's all 100%. Man. Looks killer. So those guys, ouch, go to the rocker, and then the floor, and that guy goes there. Man, it is a bit of a strange setup.
It is, isn't it?
It's a bit odd, but there it is. It looks beauty. And both sides done. Okay, sure. All new rocker there. This one we made.
This one we made.
Oh, yeah, that turned out great.
Yeah.
Killer, man. Great. And then you did all of these seams here. Oh, right. This is where the
So-
floor welds, right?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So all of these
All of
will
that
start to
stuff,
get puffy. So those have all been replaced. But the bottom underneath it was okay.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah. Great.
And then again, this is part of the floor. So this got a brace here,
Right. Yeah.
and then this piece was rotten.
Oh, I didn't even see that. God, hey.
Well, any place there was two
Oh,
pieces
I
of
see.
metal,
Yeah. Oh, you can get in there easily to clean
I
that.
think so.
Yeah, panel adhesive, buddy.
Well, don't you think?
If you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sticks, doesn't warp, it seals at the same time.
It's all, you know, it's all warped, dude.
Yeah, but if you start welding the shit out of it, there'll be more.
Right?
Oh, you got some ideas? You just wait, man. We haven't even got the flares and shit yet. This is looking good. This is the one we did last time. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that all. Yeah, okay.
So
that
I
makes
just
total
put a
sense,
piece
right?
over top, and yeah,
Oh, look at how nice that came out.
it's fine.
You're right, it did swoop in there.
Yeah. Well, then I know why now, because the door jamb
Yeah.
comes in. Then that piece is all ready to go in there.
Oh, this ducks in here and it has to match it. Okay. And that one's just regular. Yeah, that one just slams.
But it's fine, right?
Oh,
Lines up there,
yeah,
there, and
That's
there.
great. Yeah, same thing here, right? Oh, good
Yeah,
save.
I
Good
didn't
save.
fix that. I just did
Yeah,
this.
it's fine.
And this.
And that's factory fucking misalignment,
Yeah, I'm
eh?
gonna cut that out, I think, and I mean,
Or you know, eh?
I don't know, aren't I? That looks pretty shitty, and two spot welds later, it's fixed.
Oh, if you can do that, can you get at them? Oh, if you can drill them from inside, sure. Just punch out all the way up to here and then just realign it.
Yeah, and we'll do that when.
Yeah, when we do that guy. Yeah, because if our piece fits and then this doesn't,
Well,
it'll just look stupid.
It just is wrong.
Or you're just doing it with Bondo. And all good along here. Oh, very nice. And the whole rock. Oh, this was the side that had a lot of work at the front here.
The piece goes like.
Oh yeah,
Well,
good
you can
job.
see.
Yeah.
But this was okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the rocker we did.
Wow, really got it fitting nice, buddy.
Yeah, not bad.
Is it open?
Yep.
You repaired the jam inside too. Oh, sure. So the rocker in there. Oh yeah, we made that one on the. Oh, well, that really fits nice. And then this was a repop piece, right?
Well, yeah, that was
Oh
the
no,
NOS piece.
that's an NOS piece.
So that's the
oh,
piece.
sweet.
That
That piece
piece
is
went on.
money. Yeah. And both front pieces that we. Oh, did they go in? Those
Yeah.
ones? Yeah. Oh man, that's fucking. That's really
good enough.
quite decent. Yeah. Shit. Very happy. Good. Good to see. And there we go. Good. Oh, you got to be happy getting close to the end of the line.
I
there.
am running out of steam when it comes to welding and grinding and
Oh yeah, look at
right?
that!
Like
Wow.
it's-
Yeah, it's a long road,
You
man.
get pretty optimistic when you start, and at the end you're like, okay.
Yeah.
and then-
If I see one more hole in this thing, I'm getting out the kitty hair. Yeah. I hear you, buddy.
But nevertheless, it all seems to work.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I
you
think.
know, it was nice to get everything lined up, right? Like,
Well, that's great because that means we can get to the fun stuff, which is remounting the pipes, fender flares.
that'll be 2 minutes. That's
Yeah. Look at that.
It's just perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
So this is what you. Just if anybody's wondering what you're getting yourself into when you buy this kind of thing, you got to be prepared to throw about 60% of the vehicle away. And in this case, we had to make most of this.
Yeah, we really did.
Yeah.
Well, you did.
Well, I didn't have to put it in anyway. I didn't have to live with my shitty pieces. You had to make them fit.
We got these windows to go in.
Oh, what did you pick? Did you decide on something?
We have two versions.
Oh, yeah, that, which is obviously great.
So I think this one might be a choice, maybe something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty hard to argue with.
Right?
Yeah. So what's the numbers here?
This is a 67 and a half Datsun Roadster 2-liter U20.
Nice. And this is the original spec for the Blue Roadster?
This is,
Yeah.
with those carburetors and the right camshaft in 1967 made 150 horsepower.
Really?
And
That's
considering the
formula.
Mustang, what did a 289 make?
180.
Yeah, 186 or something like
yeah.
that. Yeah. That's the only aftermarket piece though, but
What's that?
the
The header is a really nice piece.
Oh, yeah,
It seems pretty nice from a factory.
but it's, that oil pan is like a competition spec oil pan. You can see how big it is. I mean, it was really a cool piece back in the day. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to put together. It was fun to detail, and I can't wait to put it in the car.
Is it a stock spec?
It is. Yep. Well, I think it's overboard. Not I think it is overboard.
Right, but
Other than that, is
but a stock
100%
cam.
stock cam, stock everything.
Yeah, cool.
And it's going to go on the dyno when you're going to see if it can do what it says it can do.
Well, I would like to run it on the dyno, and we're working towards doing that.
Yeah.
Because it would be nice to know, did it actually make 150 horsepower?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Looking at that, I think
It looks pretty hairy. Yeah.
Yeah, the carbs are fun actually. They're very easy because everything you need
comes out the top.
is right here. So you remove that cap, and there's a jet pack on each side, and there's an air jet, and the bottom is the fuel. So you undo the block, and you can adjust everything right there. The engine in the blue car now is pretty shagged, and
Oh yeah. So
but
that
I
motor
noticed. Oh yeah,
is
yeah.
going in here. When are you doing that?
Well, I want to run it on the dyno. I mean,
Oh, you gotta, yeah, but
So I want to run it in, and then
the
it
next
won't
year
take
or so,
long to do
yeah,
it. Oh
right.
no, it'll be done before I really start
Is
putting.
that a 6-beer
mods.
job or a 10-beer job?
right.
Depends how carried away you get with
2
detailing.
people.
You gonna make 2 Datsun head gaskets out of the Packard one?
Somebody used to buy that head gasket.
It's a regular
Same old shit.